This is the You Are Business Network.
Okay, this is the hard part. The clutter. You know, years ago they used to say if you've had something for 10 years, get rid of it if you haven't used it. Then it went down to 7 years. Now we're saying between 3 and 4. On the contrary, I know I've recycled some clothes from college that are now in that I personally never got rid of. So it's a question of priorities. And the one thing that people cannot imagine is how they're going to live in this space if everything is cluttered. So the first things first, you want to definitely take away all the family pictures. Why do we do this? Because again, I can't emphasize how important it is that the person coming into the home wants to imagine themselves there, not your family, not what's going on there. They want to detach themselves from this and they want to imagine how they'll live in this space. So that's number one. All family pictures away, for sure. What do you keep up? Clean, uncomplicated counters, clean, uncomplicated floors. You know, one plant here for living and greenery is very important, but please try very hard. All the stuff that's sitting on little tables, you know, if they're coming in as a family, they got to imagine that the kids might be running around through this space when you're selling it. And you want to feel an openness and a brightness to the space. Any questions as I'm going along? I'd be happy to take them. Yes?
What if somebody doesn't want to get rid of their photos?
I'm sorry?
What if somebody doesn't want to get rid of all their photos? What do you say?
Well, you know, this is what you say in the presentation. Nobody wants to get rid of them because that makes them feel safe and it makes it feel like they're home. But the minute they put that house on the market, it is no longer their home. And that's the psychology of what you have to insist on and help them to understand. The minute they list their house, they are no longer supposed to be living there. They are selling this house. They're moving on. So that being said, the reason we try to give them these suggestions is so that they will understand this in the final return. What I say to them is, you made a decision, you're listing your house. Are you really ready to move? And that is an emotional as well as a physical. So they have to understand why you are removing these pictures, why you are taking down a family heirloom that does not place properly on the floor or in a corner, or people can't find which way to go to get to the living room or the dining room because of the clutter. Okay? So it's so important. Even, fireplaces. My goodness, how many things do we see sitting on a fireplace? Now, if you're living in your home, this is your prerogative. You know, this is your space and this is how you want to display it. But when a buyer is coming in, he does not want to see all of that clutter sitting on top of the fireplace, around the fireplace. A couple of specifically placed items will do the trick. Decorative, minimal. That's the big word. The big M word is minimal and functional. Okay?
This is the You Are Business Network.